हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू एग्जाम वर्ट। और आज हम आ गए अपने इंपॉर्टेंट बैटल्स ऑफ इंडियन हिस्ट्री की सीरीज में एक नया बैटल लेके। तो जो बैटल जिसके बारे में आज हम डिस्कस करने वाले हैं वो है बैटल ऑफ खानवा। बैटल ऑफ खानवा's importance is it's the second battle that Babur had fought on the Indian land. Second battle that Babur had fought on the Indian land. Now, why Battle of Khanwa is so important? Because it had eliminated an important player from the Indian history. An important Hindu ruler that had been eliminated from Indian history, or maybe the last Rajput ruler that could tackle the Mughal challenge. Okay, last important Rajput ruler that can challenge the Mughal authority or the Mughal hegemony in the Indian subcontinent. Okay, the battle took place between Babur, and we are talking about Babur and Rana Sanga. Babur and Rana Sanga. Rana Sanga, the predecessor of Maharana Pratap. Okay. So we come to the Battle of Khanwa that had been fought in 1527. First of all, date, a month, and year. I have told you that for the battle, these three things are very important. You have to memorize dates, months, years of battles. Okay. Because CUET can be lethal sometimes and they can ask you even date. वो 4 ऑप्शन दे देगा, बोल देगा मार्च 1527, 4 ऑप्शन में दे देगा 14 मार्च, 15 मार्च, 16 मार्च, 17 मार्च। लो कर लो, लगा लो तुक्के। कितने तुक्के लगाओगे? कहाँ तक तुक्के लगाओगे? है ना, CUET दे सकता है, फिर कुछ बोल भी नहीं पाओगे। बाहर आके बोलोगे पेपर बहुत टफ था। टफ नहीं था, डेट से याद नहीं थी, ऐसा बोलो। ठीक है, डेट से याद रखो, है ना। On March 17, 1527, Khanwa, location near Agra. Okay, Babur and Rana Sanga. See, the word used here is Rajput forces. Why I am focusing on this word Rajput forces? Because the alliance that Rana Sanga had made for this war, it's not only comprises of the Rajput only, it also comprises the Afghans. And Afghans played a very important role from the side of Rana Sanga. They have given a chance for Rana Sanga to breathe in the battle. Okay, Muslims were also there in the army. So the word used here is, it showed a biasness in the history writing. That's a very important aspect of history writing. When you get into masters, you will learn about it, that how the history should be written. Okay, so now come to the second point. Rana Sanga forged a grand alliance with the Rajput clans. Yes, it is true that majorly all of the Rajput clans that were there at that time in Rajasthan, they all supported Rana Sanga and other Afghan rulers, Hadoti, Jalor, Sirohi, Dungarpur, Dhundar and Amer. Please remember all of them. It can be asked in your exam, which of these principalities doesn't supported Rana Sanga during war? Okay, during war with Babur. Please remember this point: हड़ौती, जालौर, सिरोही, डूंगरपुर, धुंधार, आमेर। ठीक है, 4 बार बोलोगे याद हो जाएगा। हड़ौती, जालौर, सिरोही, डूंगरपुर, आमेर, धुंधार। ठीक है, 4 बार बोल लोगे जोर जोर से, याद हो जाएगा, कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है। ठीक है, मेवाड़ आर्मी ऑफ राणा सांगा। महमूद लोधी, इंपॉर्टेंट प्लेयर इन दिस बैटल। महमूद लोधी, द यंगर सन ऑफ सिकंदर लोधी, younger brother of Ibrahim Lodi, one who Babur fought the battle of Panipat. Okay, younger son of Sikandar Lodi, whom the Afghans had declared their new sultan, joined the coalition with a force of 10,000 Afghans. So you can imagine how grand was the alliance of Rana Sanga if there were only 10,000 Afghans that a single king is bringing to the war. If a single king or a single prince is taking 10,000 Afghans, then you can imagine what's the total number of army that Rana Sanga had fought with. Both the Rajput alliances and the Mughal army's numbers were overstated. It was accepted that Rajputs vastly outnumbered the Mughals. Again, the word Rajputs, please don't go with the word. It consists of Rajputs and Afghans both. Now, Rajput alliance and the Mughal army's numbers were overstated. Overstated means Babur in his memoir he had written that Rana Sanga's army was of 2 lakh. The number that he had mentioned is of 2 lakh. Now we all know it's an exaggeration. Okay, it's an exaggeration because 2 lakh army is, we can't imagine in a battle of 2 lakhs. It's a very huge number. Yes, it can be 1 lakh, it can be 1.25 lakh, no doubt in that, because 10,000 soldiers Mahmud Lodi is bringing. There is another Afghan prince who brings 20,000 soldiers for the help of Rana Sanga, तो 30,000 तो यही हो गए, है ना, 30,000 तो यही हो गए. सो दुश्मन की आर्मी को इतना बड़ा दिखा दो कि तुम्हारी जीत बहुत बड़ी लगने लगे. दैट्स अ एज ओल्ड टेक्निक टू मेक योर विन ग्रांडर. ओके, it's pitted a unified Rajput confederacy. Unified Rajput confederacy, a very rare sight in Indian history. Unified Rajput confederacy, a very rare. Okay, we have seen what happened in Battle of Tarain, what happened in Battle of Chandavar. Okay, against the Mughals, but Mughal artillery wreaked havoc on the Rajputs' close ranks. The terrifying execution carried out by the cannons. Cannons was bring out by the Babur. Cannons have been introduced in Indian subcontinent by the Babur. जब बाबर की तोपें बोलती थी तो सामने से कोई कुछ नहीं बोलता था, ऐसी एक कहावत चलती थी. ठीक है, जब बाबर की तोपें बोलती थी सामने वाली आर्मी कुछ नहीं बोलती थी, ऐसा कहा जाता था. Babur had introduced cannons and they were very heavy cannons that he had used in each and every war that had caused the Indian Empire's very heavy price. Okay, because they were very heavy cannons and nobody can win with the help of swords and elephants, because elephants can be terrified with the sounds that that those cannons make. And it is said that to reduce the pressure of cannons, to reduce the havoc that they were creating, many Rajput soldiers pushed themselves into the mouth of cannons so that cannons couldn't be fired. But this strategy doesn't work. They ultimately fired and it created havoc in the Rana Sanga's army. At the crucial juncture, it's an important point. Rana Seladi, he is a ruler of Raisen. He deserted Rana Sanga and joined Babur's army in the middle of the war. Rana Seladi had left the Rana Sanga's army and joined the Babur's army. His sheer numbers were enough to alter the power balance in the Mughals' favor. Okay, the huge Rajput army quickly disintegrated into chaos and their valor was converted into a bloodbath. When a huge chunk of your army join the other side in the war itself, then it can create havoc in your camp. Okay, as it is correctly said that their valor was converted into a bloodbath. There was a bloodbath at Khanwa that took place. Rao Maldev, remember this name. He is an important hero of our Indian history. Rao Maldev, he aided Rana Sanga in fleeing the battle. Rana Sanga had been injured very badly in this battle and Rao Maldev had helped Rana Sanga to flee the battle in which he had been wounded. Rana Sanga pledged that he would not return to Chittor unless he defeated Babur. He had promised himself that he will not return to Chittor until he defeated Babur. Because of this adamant behavior of Rana Sanga, many Rajput rulers or many Rajput nobles were not in support of Rana Sanga because they know that Babur's power has been growing continuously since the Battle of Panipat and it's a suicidal attack if they attack on Babur at this time. Therefore, what they have done, the nobility of Rana Sanga, they had poisoned him. Okay, and because of that poison, Rana Sanga died. Fearing that Rana was provoking another war with the Babur, his own nobles poisoned him, which was previously supposed to have established Hindu sovereignty in India. Such a tragic end to a great ruler. Okay, that's a different aspect of Indian history. We should not go into that. Other Indian kings soon hired mercenaries to educate their armies in gunpowder combat. Some even built cannons. See, gunpowder was invented in China, and it has come into India way before Babur, because cannon was gunpowder was used in the making of forts. Forts were built through the help of gunpowder. वहाँ पे गन पाउडर भर दिया करते थे दीवारों के बीच में, उसे बम ब्लास्ट करते थे जिससे कि वो इजीली से फोर्ट कार्व किया जा सकता था. बाबर ऑलमोस्ट बिकम द अनडिस्प्यूटेड मोनार्क ऑफ दिल्ली एट दिस पॉइंट. द राजपूत वर नो लॉन्गर एन इशू. Obviously, Rajput power had declined after the death of Rana Sanga, and nobody dared to go against Babur because Babur's power was unmatchable at that point. Undisputed monarch of Delhi, almost. Because why almost? Because Babur had to face another challenge. Babur had to face another challenge, which is of Afghan challenge that was growing in the Bengal and Rohilkhand region. He had to face another challenge in the form of Afghans. Before Battle of Khanwa, he was trying to deal with the Afghan challenge, but the Rana Sanga's dream had grew such big, such huge, that he had to deal with Rana Sanga earlier than the Afghans. Because Babur has sent Humayun to deal with the Afghans. Then when he heard about the revolt of Rana Sanga, he had called back Humayun to come in the Battle of Khanwa. And they both have won the war, which had ultimately laid down the foundation of Mughal Empire in India. Okay, so that's the Battle of Khanwa for you, and we will see our next war. So for getting updates, please subscribe to the channel. And as I have told you in previous videos also, we have finished till ancient India, and if you don't want to rush at the last time, then please do join the batches of our history that was going on. For any extra query, you can mail us, or you can give a call or WhatsApp us. Okay, because at last time, if you want to cover syllabus of your PGQP 11, it's going to be an nearly impossible task, because it's a huge syllabus and you guys have to start it right now. Okay, so start covering the syllabus and do join our batches which are going on. You will find the link in description box. Okay, please do join and keep studying. Thank you so much.